Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 7 of my weight loss journey. So if you're new, my name is Michelle and I am currently on a weight loss journey to lose 65 pounds, and I post a new weight loss video every single Wednesday. I'm also a mom of 2 boys, and so I'm on another journey to get out of $50,000 worth of debt, and I post a new budgeting related video / motherhood lifestyle video every single Sunday. So if that's something that you're interested in, please subscribe so you don't miss when I post a new video. So like I said, I am on a weight loss journey to lose 65 pounds. So my highest weight when I started this was 185 pounds, and my goal weight is to get to 120 pounds. And as of right now, my goal is to lose about 1 pound per week. So my youngest son is 11 months old and I am currently still breastfeeding him. So I'm not doing any major changes to my diet. However, I have noticed since starting this journey, I am a lot more aware of what I'm putting into my body, and I have made some slight changes, just kind of swapping out unhealthy things for healthier alternatives, but nothing drastic. I've mainly just been incorporating a lot more exercise. So I work 4 10-hour shifts. So I work 4 days and then I have 3 days off in a row. So on those 3 days is the days that I'm dedicating to my exercise, my working out. And this week I've actually made some major progress, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see the weigh-in portion. So like I said, I am still breastfeeding my 11-month-old. So when he turns 1 in June, I'm going to reevaluate if I'm going to start making more drastic changes to my diet, or if I'm going to kind of keep it the same for a little bit longer. But let's go ahead and get into the workouts that I did for this week.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. can see that you miss me.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night, this summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We'll never need a plan. We'll be alright.
Okay, so that's all the workouts that I did for this week. And now comes the very exciting weigh-in portion. So like I said in the beginning of this video, I made some huge progress this week. I'm so excited about. So for my weight this week, so last week I weighed in at 178.0, and this week I weighed in at 173.8. So I lost a total of 4.2 pounds in just 1 week. I honestly feel like I'm starting to lose weight, and I've actually had a coworker mention to me that it looks like I'm losing weight, and I haven't mentioned anything about me trying to lose weight to anyone. They just mentioned, hey, it looks like you're losing weight. So that's so nice to hear, especially when people don't know that you're actively trying to lose weight and they notice it. So exciting. But I'm officially at a total weight loss from 185.6 to 173.8. I have lost a total of 12.4 pounds. I've officially passed the 10-pound mark. and I'm so excited. I can't believe I made it this far in 7 weeks. I really hope I can keep this momentum going, and however, I did weigh myself a little bit differently this week, and I'm going to continue to weigh myself this way for the rest of the time. My official weigh-in, I do once a week. I do it at the same time every week. However, I do weigh myself several times a day. I know I probably shouldn't do that, but I do. And I have noticed, like, if I'm wearing certain clothes, I'm a lot heavier than I would expect to be with wearing those certain clothes. And so, like, I was wearing, like, a sweater, which seemed pretty lightweight, but I took it off and I lost, like, almost a whole pound. So I'm like, am I really, like, is the sweater really a whole pound? And so this week I did weigh myself completely naked. So there was no extra pounds with clothes, since I don't feel like my clothes weigh that much, but it seemed to make a huge difference. So I'm gonna continue to do it this way so I can get a more accurate weight. Okay, so next on my chart here, I have my BMI. So when I started, my BMI was 30.2, and last week it was 29.0, and this week it was 28.3. So in 1 week, I lost a whole total of 0.7 and a total of 1.9. So my BMI is slowly but surely going down. Next, I have my body fat percentage. So when I first started, it was 35.5%. Last week, it was 33.5, and this week, it was 32.5. So I lost a whole 1% body fat just in this 1 week, and a total loss of 3% body fat, which is really exciting. Next, I have my subcutaneous fat, which is the fat around my muscles. And when I first started, it was 31.3%. Last week it was 29.5%, and this week it was 28.7%. So in 1 week, I lost 0.8%, and I'm down a total loss of 2.6%. So next up, I have my visceral fat. So this is the fat around my vital organs. When I first started, my visceral fat was at 12, and last week I was at 11, and I've been at 11 for a few weeks now. But this week, when I weighed in, I was at 10. So I lost 1 visceral fat in this last week, and I'm now officially down 2. So that's super exciting because it has been at 11 for a while now. So I'm happy to see that finally go down. Next up, I have my metabolic age. So I am 26 years old, and this is the age that my body basically thinks that I'm at. And when I first started, it was at 32. Last week it was at 30, and this week was also at 30. So I haven't lost anything in this last week. However, I am down a total of 2. So we're getting there slowly. So for all of those measurements, I used this scale that I got on Amazon. It's called Renfo. So it basically has these little metal sensor pads on the feet, and when you step on it, it like sends an electric wave through your body and gets all these measurements. So they're not 100% accurate, but they are fairly accurate. So I'm using this every single week to see my progress on these measurements. It's just kind of a fun way for me to see progress in things that aren't as visible. So just extra little progress trackers, aside from just like the weight you see on the scale and then your measurements that you take of your body. So like my subcutaneous fat, my visceral fat, these are all things that I wouldn't normally be able to visually see. So it's kind of fun to see other things go down as well. And this scale wasn't very expensive. I think I spent like $32 or something like that on Amazon. I could put a link down below if anyone is interested. I'm not affiliated or sponsored whatsoever. I just really enjoyed this scale. But anyway, next up, I'm going to do my body measurements. So the points of measurement that I do are my mid-thigh, my upper thigh, which is the largest part of my thigh where my legs rub together and rip all my pants. Super annoying. Then my butt, hip area, just like the largest part of my butt area. And then I do the largest part of my belly, and then I do my waistline, and then the largest part of my arm. So let's go ahead and get started. So for my mid-thigh, when I first started, it was 21 inches, and last week when I measured, it was 20 inches, and this week when I measured, it was also 20 inches. So I didn't lose any inches in this past week, but I am down a total of 1 inch. Next up, for my top thigh, the largest part of my thigh, when I first started, it was 27 inches, and last week it was 27 inches, and I haven't noticed any changes up until this week. And this week it was 25.5 inches. So I lost a whole 1.5 inches in just this last week, which puts me at a total loss of 1.5 inches. And next for my butt, my butt hip area, when I first started, it was 45 inches, and last week it was 45 inches, and this week again it was last week it was 44 inches, and this week also 44 inches. So I didn't lose anything in the week, but I am down a total loss of 1 inch. And next we have the largest part of my belly. So when I first started, it was 41 inches. Last week it was 40 inches, and this week it was also 40 inches. So I didn't lose anything in the week for that either. And also I am down 1 whole inch for a total loss. Next up is my waist. So when I first started, it was 36.5 inches. Last week it was 35.5 inches. And this week it was 34.5 inches. So I lost a whole inch in 1 week. And I lost a whole 2 inches total. So that is super exciting. It seems like on my measurements, this one I have lost the most of, and I'm super happy. That could be why Roger has noticed a change in my belly, even though like the largest part of my belly hasn't changed too much, but my waistline has. So lastly, I have the biggest part of my arm. When I first started, it was 15 inches. Last week it was 14 inches, and this week it was also 14 inches. So no week change on that, but I'm down a total of 1 inch. So those are all the measurements that I have for this week. I'm super excited. I've seen a ton of progress this week, and it just makes me so much more motivated to keep going. Last week I mentioned that I'm starting a tiny little fitness challenge of doing 10 push-ups every single day. So I did a pretty good job on keeping up with it. However, there was a couple of days where I forgot to do it. And so I kind of tried to make up for it the next day. Like on Sunday when I went back to work, I forgot to do it. I forgot to do it again on Monday. So on Tuesday, I did 30 push-ups to make up for Sunday, Monday, and for Tuesdays. So I don't know if that really counts, but 30 push-ups is way better than none. So I'm going to try to keep up with the 10 push-ups a day until I can kind of get the hang of it. And once I do start getting like the hang of doing them all the time, I'm going to try to up them to 20 push-ups a day. Keep in mind, I am doing girl push-ups. I'm not doing like full push-ups, just like on my knees, because 10 push-ups on my knees is extremely hard. So I'm still pushing myself by doing this. But yeah, that's everything I have for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.